Hello, my name is Benjamin Derrick, and I'm an account manager with Varrow. If you're unfamiliar with Varrow, I highly suggest that you take a look at my other video to better understand exactly who we are and how we're changing the customer-partner relationship. Today I wanted to take some time to discuss Cisco's UCS, or Unified Compute System. I think that 2 years ago, most people would associate Cisco with telephony, switching, and routing systems. Well, back in 2009, Cisco entered the server market for the first time, and they really wanted to shake up a market segment that had not seen much change. While many technologies have come out over the past few years, none have addressed so many issues all at once. I now want to cover what I believe to be the foremost common issues within the data center. Number one, the number of servers. While virtualization has allowed us to reduce these numbers drastically, we're still seeing unbelievable levels of data growth, and our infrastructures are growing at a scary pace. Number two, points of management. Again, we're back to growth, and with most companies having a freeze on hiring, we need to address these multiple management layers and these siloed server racks and really learn to do more with less employees. Number three, power, cooling, and space. The cost of power and cooling has gotten really expensive, and also the amount of space that it takes to house all these components is growing year after year. Number four is obviously cost. The sheer cost of the servers, the chassis, and the multiple management points is extravagant. I now want to talk about how we're used to deploying and managing servers in the past. This picture you will see, we have a standard chassis with blade servers. I am aware that this is not the actual flow of components within a single chassis, but I think that it's got a great depiction of all the layers within. The drawing of this chassis shows its redundant data and storage switches, as well as its redundant management. On average, this chassis will run around $30,000 without any blade servers. Now what happens when this chassis is completely full? You add all the same components again, and now you've just created another silo of servers for you to manage daily. Another $30,000. I find that so many people in IT sometimes forget how quickly technology advances. It's hard to believe that the iPod came out in October of 2001. It's coming up on its 10-year anniversary. Or who wants to remember the time before we were able to virtualize servers? With that being said, I want to talk about how Cisco has made revolutionary changes to the server market and left the competition in the dust. You will see in this picture two completely separate components. This top layer is where all the redundant data and storage switches, as well as the redundant management, now live. This management layer now directly connects into the chassis and never has to be deployed again. This single management layer can now support up to 20 total chassis. Think about the time savings here. Continued on with the savings, the average cost of a single Cisco chassis is about $8,000 that has 0 blade servers. Budgeting for growth in the future really changes dramatically when compared to the competition. I also want to mention some of the other technology that comes built into the UCS platform, and that is service profiles. Service profiles store the configurations of the storage, network, and compute needed for different applications. Let's say you've got a new application that is going to be used. You're going to first assign the correct profile and management interface onto a particular server, boot from the SAN, and you're up and running. What used to take hours now can take 30 minutes or less. What if a server goes bad on you? Well, the exact same process. Pull out the bad server, put in a new one, assign the correct profile, and there you go. Now let's discuss an acronym that Cisco created when referring to the UCS platform, and it'll help address some of the questions that you probably have. The first one is compatible. Will my applications work? And the answer to that is yes, and I'm able to provide you with a list of supported applications that is growing constantly. It can also be found on cisco.com. Integrated. The UCS platform will 100% address your needs with storage, virtualization, compute, and networking. Simplified. We mentioned budgets, hiring freezes, and the continued idea of learning to do more with less. The UCS platform actually allows you to do that, and today you can manage up to, like I mentioned before, 20 chassis from one single point of management across the entire system. Cloud ready. Everyone's either looking to get into the cloud or is already in the cloud. Cisco has made a product that has several automated features to continue to make your monthly routines a lot easier. And last but not least, open. Cisco stands behind the fact that the UCS is 100% non-proprietary and uses open APIs that are available to its customers online. Now let me discuss Varrow and how Cisco became one of our 4 go-to manufacturers and the only server product that we actually work with. We are a Cisco Premier Certified Partner, and we were involved in the first ever UCS sale in the Carolinas. We were named Cisco's Rookie Partner of the Year in 2009, and we're continuing to grow our Cisco dedicated team behind the lead of Jason Nash, who's our Data Center Solutions Principal. We also have people behind the scenes like Greg Camp on our engineering team. He recently earned the Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert Award, or certification, which is the highest level of technical networking certification offered by Cisco. With these types of people involved in the sales, architecture, and installation process of the UCS platform, it's no wonder why we have so many successes here locally. We've got Moses Cone Hospital, Lance, Stanley Regional Hospital, Akuma, Hanover Reed, Fresh Market, High Point Regional Hospital, Alex Lee, and many more. I've hoped that I've piqued your interest today on the Cisco UCS platform, and I'm open to talk anytime. My goal of today was to have the opportunity to better understand your IT business and assist you in driving a competitive advantage within your infrastructure. Thank you and have a great day.